Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I'd show you where I'm at with my little setup. It's a little chunky. Hi everyone, I know it's been a minute. I've been busy. And so today I'm just going to show you where I'm at for my 2022 main setup. If you look back at my previous 2023 lineup, you'll see I think there's 4-ish things that are part of my lineup. If you're interested in seeing that, I'll link it up top there. That's why I was pointing there earlier. But so let me show you what I'm working with. It's a lot. It's, as you can tell, it's extraordinarily thick, but we're only focusing on this one today. The first thing that you see, this is my goal type notebook situation from last year. I have not phased it out yet because literally I only wrote one goal, one out of all of them, and I'm close to closing on that goal. So when I do close on that goal, I'll take it out. This is actually last quarter's Stalogy, my main bay. So right now I'm in transition between the two. There's still some things I need in here that I do not need to transfer in my current Stalogy. So when I finish with this, I'll take it out, but right now I'm still transitioning and I don't want it to migrate. I don't need it to migrate. Because right now I'm still in the process of reading 12-week year, and this is where I'm keeping my notes from it. And I'm almost there. I think I got 50 pages left, but to read. So this is where my notes are living. So when I finish that, then I'll be able to take that right on out. But let's get to, let me take this out to make it easier. Let's get to what I'm using for 2023. This is a full year Stalogy 365 A5 size, which is different from what I used last year, which is, well, not that much different. It's still a Stalogy 365. It's just a half year. And for the half years, I just put 3 months worth of plans and things. So I actually have 4 of these from last year. I'll do a little flip through of them at a later date, not today. But I decided this year to move to using 2 half years and having one for the first half of the year and having one for the second half of the year. I don't have a tab situation happening yet because I don't know if I'm going to continue making my own like I have been, or if I want to buy some. I'm leaning towards buying some because my silhouette cameo is dying. I don't know what's happening with it. It's not acting right, so I don't know if I'll be able to cut my own tabs this year like I originally planned. But anyway, so here we are. Here we are. So here it's just a Post-it situation. This Post-it is from the Post-it Note Noted collection. I got them from Target. These tab sticky notes are from Cloth and Paper. I don't have anything here because that's where my archive will go. And this is just the title page. It's just 2023. It's a 2023 sticker that I made and cut on my silhouette before it decided to die. I don't know if you noticed, I don't draw in my planner. I'm just not an artistic bullet journaler. I like function. I do like, some color, some aesthetics, but I don't really go all out. I don't have the time or the inclination. I just don't have it in me. Does that make sense? So the first thing you turn to is actually my Wheel of the Year. This is my tarot Wheel of the Year. So I put it here to help me remember to come back to it every single month. And I wrote down the meanings for each card and my card pull for the theme of the year. My theme is manifestation. My card of the year is the Page of Pentacles. So that's a really good card to have. It's a student card. To me, it's a student learning card, and building up your abilities to manifest your dreams. So that's a good theme card to have. After that, I saved a couple of places for goals because I have not started goal setting yet. I don't have any inclination to goal set because I am still focusing on finishing up one goal. So until I finish that up, I can't focus on anything else. So, and also I want to finish reading the 12-week year because it seems promising, fingers crossed. Next up, I have a place for the vision board for those goals whenever I set them. And then after that, I get into my monthly setup. And I apologize if the lines are very light. The Tombow color I chose was way lighter than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like more so along this line of blue, and it's more of an icy blue, which still works with my little wintry tundra theme over here. But it's super light. But in case you can't see it, this layout is the same layout, monthly layout I've used for the past 2 months. But right now it works and I like it. It actually is this. It's a version of this. So I have my calendar up top, and down here I have an overview of the days of, like through the month, and a little to-do list. See, overview, little to-do list. And then after that, I just bust into my weeklies, or my dailies, weekly, whatever, the meat and potatoes of my planning. I still have my monthly calendar sticky note here. I printed it on a transparent sticky note. Here I have my weekly overview for high level things. And then over here is just where all my dailies will be. This is just a post-it of things I need to remember. These stickers I actually made. They're way bigger than I originally thought they would be. But you know what? My silhouette was able to cut them before it decided to go kaput. And I only got them for January, so I'm gonna use them. But yeah, so I have like 4 weeks of this. And the thing that I love about this daily situation now is that it doesn't take a bunch of time to set up. Like this whole setup for January maybe takes like 30 minutes tops, and most of the time goes to like this. Like it doesn't even take a lot of time, and I'm just ready for my week. Some new things that I added to my monthly are expense tracking. I know in my migration video that I said that one of the things I didn't like was to have financials inside of my main book, but I've come to realize that that's not necessarily true. The thing was is that I didn't want to draw like financial situations in my book. So what I did was, since I am mostly using the Budget Mom again, but I'm using it in a digital form using my GoodNotes app, I decided that I was going to print out things that parts of it that I actually do use every day. And the thing that I use most every single day is my expense tracker. So I printed off a couple of pages. One's for my fixed expenses, and then I have the rest for my variable expenses. And then behind that, I have kind of like a tracker situation. It's not really a tracker. I don't know, a log. I don't know what to call it. But this is just how I monitor my variable expenses for every single paycheck. So like my allotted food allowance is $220, and it's like as I spend, it's just like I just negative this and just keep going down until I know like where I'm at the end of the month. And then after that, at the end, it's going to be my typical reflection section, but in lieu of having a quote here like I have in the past. Let's see, because I haven't done like this. Like I have a reflection, a place for like big memories, and then I usually have a quote over here. I am actually using this to reflect for my tarot card of the month. This month it's the Fool, which is actually, it's not a bad card to have, especially since it was upright. It's like a new beginning, a new journey, a new adventure, like trust the process, that whole type of deal. So I'd have it like at the beginning, I have a beginning of the month reflection about the card, and then I'll have an end of the month reflection about the card over there. And then I just, you know, move to the next month. So that will be 6 months worth of planning. That's about half the book. That's kind of where the way I planned it. And then the second half is my mental cache and collections. So mental cache is basically where whatever you need it to be, however you need it to be. It can be notes, it can be diagrams, it can be whatever. Like it's a note section. Some people like to refer to it as a brain dump. I don't like the term brain dump. I like mental cache. Like that's where it is. I'm basically emptying my brain and putting it on paper so that I can put new information inside of my brain and then only to put it on paper if necessary. So this is my mental cache and collections. Right now, it's mostly collections. In my migration video, I noted that I wanted to add an index to this whole section to make it easier to navigate. So that's what I did. I allotted myself 3 pages, 1, 2, 3, for my index, and I'm dividing it in half. And I'm glad that I did, because this is a lot of paper, like a whole bunch of paper to get through. I know I have 6 months, but I just want to make sure that I had enough space for an index to keep everything organized. And as you can tell, I'm already 26 pages in with my collections. So collections that I have include my TBR, my to be read list. This is just for upcoming books from authors that I like to read. I have my usual space for my monthly reads, where I print off covers of the books that I've read and the star rating that I rate them, and the winner, the book of the month, I guess you can call it, for each month, for my bracket, which I end up doing at the end of the year. Like, let's see, because I did do my bracket. My bracket was not the way that I planned, mostly because I printed the covers too big, but it's kind of brackety and it goes over here, and then I end up with my book of the year. So that's basically something that I do at the end of the year. And this goes all the way from January to June, because that's how long I'm gonna be in this particular notebook. Then this is new. This is a section for meal planning. I think I saw China from the Foxy Corn do this, and I thought it was a neat idea. So I have these cloth and paper page flags here, where I'm just gonna write down meals and that we have, and then just place them whenever I feel like, you know, making them. So this is a calendar. There's no dates on it. It's just Monday through Sunday. So you just put it wherever you need to. And that's it, really. that's how that's gonna work. I need to buy a new Sharpie pen, not a Sharpie S Gel, like the Sharpie pen, like marker, because all the pen, I can't find my Unipen, and all the other, are you fracking kidding me? Okay, this isn't a Unipen, but I found my Sakura microperm, and I think this is gonna work just fine. Like, all right. So no, I don't need to buy a Sharpie pen, because I literally just found my Sakura microperm, and it's oil based, so it should not smear on this. So no, I don't need to buy a Sharpie pen. Look at me. Anyway, moving on. After that, I have my bill tracker sheet, which is probably my favorite budgeting sheet that I have in like ever. Like, I've loved bill trackers since I was in a standard TN in 2017. Like, it's my favorite thing because I forget stuff. Over here, I have another copy of the 100 envelope challenge that I used last year, which helped me reach my goal of saving $13,000 last year. So I'm going to try and do it again this year. So I just printed it off again. And what I usually do is I typically just I pick a color of the month and I highlight the amounts that I save that month. January is obviously the super pastel-y ice blue. Next up, I have a when I last. So it's like when I last changed my toothbrush, my water filter, the air filter in the heater or the furnace, clean my fridge. Obviously this list will grow, but for right now, that's where I thought I'd start. I have one for house projects for the new house when we close. So that's 2 pages. Then I have a car log, and after I drew this, I realized, like, maybe, does this need to be in here? Maybe I should like have like a little tiny notebook like this in the car to track maintenance-y type things with my car. But until I decide, for right now, here I have like a place for the date, the maintenance type, the mileage. Down here I have it for an oil change, and here I have for the fluids, the type, and the date. I guess I should have put the mileage for that as well. But anyway, we're moving on. Next up, I have a section for content planning. So here I have a 3-month overview. You guys seen me use this type of 3-month overview when I was doing my quarter 3 capture session. I have a video of that. I'll link that up above as well. So over here I have this 3-month overview so I can see what it looks like. And then over here I have 3 sections, one for each month, where I list like the content that I'm going to post that like each month. And I'm gonna have that for all 6 months. I'll have another 3-month calendar over here for April through June. I just don't feel like drawing it right now. As we get closer, I'll draw it out and get the situation sorted. And again, April, May, June for that. And then lastly here, I have this section. It's just called On. It's for Adulting with Novia. It's just a place for ideas. And for right now, that's pretty much it. Like, there are other sections and parts that I want to add. Like, I want to add a place for a capture session for the second half of the year, but I figure since that's going to be more closer to the end, I'm just going to wait before I, make a permanent place for it inside of my notebook. Also the same thing for ideas for my next setup, waiting till I get more so towards the end before I make a permanent place for it in my book. And then there's a place and then I want a place for swatches for all my Tombos, because if you can tell, like, the thing about Tombos is that it starts wearing down pretty badly and you can't even see what the color is. Like, to find out the color of this one, I had to look up the UPC and hope for the best. But I do want to do some Tombow swatches for sure, swatches of my fountain pen inks and any other supplies that I use inside of this bad boy. But and in the back here I have that. I have some blotter paper. I got this off Amazon. If you guys are interested, I'll link it down below. And then I have the stickers that I made, the date stickers for January. This was my original January palette. It was very frosty, but I opted not to use the purple. And then also I have back here is my Lauren Phelps Designs pin board, and it had and I've had this for a year, and you guys see me use this a lot during my setup, especially to get straight lines. And this is probably the best stationery item I bought in for a while. It's holding up very, very well. Let me see if I can see. As you can see, it has a place, it helps you with tab placement. This is the A5 size. She has them in different sizes. Tab placement on the side, tab placement on the bottom. Has a ruler here in centimeters. And honestly, for as scratched up as it is, this little flowery leopard pattern here, there's not a scratch on it. It's super durable. Everything it's really nice quality. So if you actually are looking in the market for a pin board, I would recommend this. It's worth the money. But yeah, that's the main bay right now. That's what it's looking like. It's simple, it's to the point, it's not really frilly. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll have some more aesthetic months than others, but for right now I need simplicity. There's a lot of things going on in my life right now. I'm trying to close on a house, and it's very, very busy and stressful. I recently got a promotion, so there's that as well. And there's a lot of changes. So I don't want to be super distracted when it comes to making my daily plans. I do have a setup for the fun stuff, which I'll show you at a later time. But for right now, this is what I need. I need this to be my calm place. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. If you're new here, please go ahead and click that subscribe and like button, the thumbs up button. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're returning, thank you so much. I would greatly appreciate it if you also click the thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good week. Happy New Year. Bye.